can't remember the lyrics, but that's my favorite one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What about all these other fuckers?
Hello.
I've been able to hear them this whole time.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, love.
All right.
I like.
Count us in.
3, 2, 1, go!
What's up, motherfucking dirty dick wallet fucking cocksuckers?
Oh.
Welcome to Necro Electric.
No.
I'm your host, foul-mouthed Sean D. Skellington.
My delicate sensibilities.
Yeah, my delicate ears.
Bullshit. You're all a bunch of fuckers. This is my beautiful bride, Kylie Skellington, who's getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yes, I am.
tomorrow.
Woo, woo.
Must be nice.
Nola.
Over here we got Scream Fernandez and Jordash. And for the first time on Necro Electric, motherfucking Michael Garza.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Salutations.
Greetings and salutations.
If you're watching this on Facebook, hit that subscribe button. Share it. Share it's caring. Whatever. Or don't give a fuck.
What'd you do with that bat? Oh, that's okay. I got a cool ass cane back here.
Guess who gave me that cane?
Who?
Mr. Garza.
This is beautiful. Look at that.
Go ahead and turn that knob there,
Yeah,
Jordan.
Twist the knob off.
I do love turning knobs.
Shout out to Oscar. And the mailman.
And the mailman.
Mailman, yeah.
I don't even.
Can't forget the mailman.
Oh! That is a very pleasant surprise. I love a good surprise like that. That's great. Where'd you get that?
From Gizmo Guru.
Oh.
Shout out
out.
to Gizmo Gurus.
Waco, Texas.
I'm going to take this.
Since this is his first time on, we're going to do Who the Hell Are You and do some icebreakers, even though we would do that anyways.
Ice,
I actually
ice,
met
baby.
Mr. Garza at our store or the market.
The store.
Yeah,
Store first. And then he started bringing me weaponry.
That's the way to
Everybody-
his heart.
Every man can use a weapon.
Yeah.
And we bonded over our love of handheld weaponry.
Oh, wow.
We're both,
Such a dude thing
love
to
the art
do.
of the sword.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd break the ice today with my top 5 weaponry torture devices of the medieval ages.
Ooh.
Nice.
And just by coincidence, my top favorite ones are also that of Vlad the Impaler.
Is it like that big coffin looking one that has nails in it and then it squishes you?
That would be the Iron Maiden.
I like that.
Does it actually squish you or does it just impale you and then you're just hanging out there?
It's actually engineered pretty good. But there's actually a myth, because growing up, I didn't have much, but I did have a book of medieval torture devices.
Of
for
course
some
you
reason.
did.
Wow.
I
Of
used to
course.
read- I used to
That's
read it
totally
all the
fine for a
time.
child.
But the
Easily
Iron,
accessible.
the Iron Maiden is actually, it has a bunch of essentially piercing needles.
Uh-huh.
It's lined on both sides. They're hollow, and it's engineered so it crushes you. They all go into you, all over your body, and then your blood drains through.
Drains out the needle.
into the inner cavities of the Iron Maiden.
Oh,
and drains at the
man.
bottom.
That makes Sleepy Hollow make so much more sense. I did not understand. You know, because they put that, I guess his mom or whoever in the
Yeah.
Iron Maiden. And
Yeah.
I was like, why is there blood? Like, why is there so much blood? I don't understand. Like, what's happening? So that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it literally.
She
pierces
did.
you.
She did.
The more you try to struggle, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That makes me instantly claustrophobic.
And the human body has 1.2 liters, 1.5 liters of blood in you. So it'll take about hour and a half. and
Ooh,
you're
that sounds
done.
excruciating.
Oh.
My favorite system of torture was the 1,000 cuts.
1,000
where-
cuts.
Yeah, where I think it was Japanese, where they take a sword and they cut you 1,000 times in the most minuscule, non-hazardous places, and just to see
No vital organs.
Yeah, no vital organs whatsoever. They'll stab you, cut you, hit every orifice that they can that will not kill you until you die.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's one hell of a way of torture. It's pretty cool.
Holy
I'd rather
shit.
commit Sudoku or whatever it's called.
Sudoku.
No.
She'd rather
I know.
do fucking
Sudoku and
number
I know.
puzzles.
Hey, for the record, I do know it's seppuku, but I like saying Sudoku, so shut up. Before somebody comes in, some. Well, actually, it's
Esme.
called seppuku.
Okay, Karen.
Dexter coming in. Yeah.
I like saying Sudoku.
My favorite's a plain old steak. Not only are they good against vampires, but if you get one long enough, you could shove it up somebody's ass,
And out their throat.
bound their hands and feet, and the weight of their body will eventually push it all the way through their body, out their neck or mouth.
Yes.
Oh, hot.
That's
It's not
That's
okay.
Vlad the Impaler's stuff.
It's not I don't want to say it's my favorite, but I find it very interesting that like crucifixions were actually pretty, I mean, they're terrible because not only are you nailed to this cross, you can't, the way that you are on the cross, you can't lift up on your feet to get air. And so you're basically suffocating up there. And it takes a long, long time. And so you're just up there, people are watching you, and you're basically just suffocating to death. And you're like, oh, cool, this is great.
Rape you and slash you.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they would, they would do the whips and they would torture them beforehand, but a lot of times, I mean, they put them up there. Sometimes they'd even do it upside down.
Well, the gangster thing is they made you drag your fucking cross.
Yeah.
To the area that
The Romans were pretty solid torturers.
They had it down.
Yeah.
My favorite weapon's the halberd, though.
What's a halberd?
I have one. It's
Of course you do.
about 100 years old too. And it's
Yep.
fucking nice.
What is
Factoid
it?
too, I was going to tell you, the Iron Maiden, it's a myth. It was never officially used in the 16th to 18th century, like most people think.
Oh,
It was a later crafted device.
I see.
But anyways, a halberd, it's like a big fucking axe, but the back of the axe has like a point, and then the top of the axe has a point.
Oh,
And it's about 6 feet. Some of them are 8 feet.
okay.
So you can swing this motherfucker, because the longer your stick is, the more fucking impact when you hit somebody with a big swing. So you
Okay.
can hit them from a fucking horse. You can stab them from a horse. You can keep them at bay. The axes have enough force and are sharp enough to take off limbs.
I think you might have been like a warrior in your past life or something.
Probably.
It's my weapon of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, and then if you have a horse coming at you, you dig the bottom into the ground and then put the spear
Stab
into
her in
the
the fucking
horse,
horse.
flip them over you like they do in the movies. Like,
What?
That's really what it was for. And then the back pike is to yank people off of their horses and
Oh,
stuff.
shit.
And yeah, it was mainly carried by the people on like horses and stuff. Because you
Yeah.
swing that axe when you hauling butt on a horse, do decapitation, spear somebody. Like it was
Oh,
a
man.
really great tool to have back
Yeah.
in the day. It's really great.
Crazy.
Cool.
I got one for $10.
We like a good deal.
So some fucking guy at Treasure City fucking have one or something.
No, remember that one sword I gave you with the claw on it?
Mhm.
I got that sword, that halberd, another sword, and a dagger for $40.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
Guy was like, "Hey, I found these weapons underneath my house. I'm
Mhm.
terrified of weapons.
Underneath his house.
I'm not a weapon person." He's like,
fuck
"I
were
just
they
want
doing
them
there?
out there." He's like, "I just bought the house. It freaked me out. I don't know if somebody's died from them. Just can you come get these?" I was like, "Bro, $40. I'll be there tomorrow."
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
See, I mean, I know it's not good for like warfare or whatever, but I just like the idea of poisoning someone to death. Just being able to like see the look on their face when
Watch
they're
out,
like,
Oscar.
when they're like, yes, that was me. It was me. I did it.
Oh, man.
Because that's the choice. That's the weapon of choice for women, statistically
Poison?
speaking. Yes.
I wouldn't use poison.
One of the most interesting ways of murder and torture that I've ever seen was I can't remember what continent it was from. It was Oriental. They stake you to the ground and they plant bamboo underneath you, and within 3 days it grows through your body. Yeah, like
Oh my God.
like this high through your body while you're laying down on the ground. Like it's pretty insane.
What?
Yeah.
One of the most gnarly ones too is rat torture, which has been around.
Oh,
forever.
yeah. No, gross.
You know what that is?
Disgusting.
So they tie you down.
They eat your eyeballs?
No, they tie you down. They put a rat right on your chest.
No.
And they put a bucket over the rat.
Oh, that's so gross.
They heat up the bucket,
Like off of Fast and the Furious.
and the bucket, and the rat doesn't want to get burned because it's dying from the heat, so it tunnels and
Eats
right
through your
you.
chest.
Because the bucket's all heated up, so it knows it doesn't want to touch the hot bucket, so it eats right through you. It's really
But
cool.
but rats
That's
actually
disgusting.
like that's a real thing too. Like even if you're not like being tortured by it, even if you're just with dead bodies or anything like that, like they will burrow into your body for warmth and food. Like starting with your lots of
anus?
different your anal cavity, your nose, your ears, whatever they can get into. Like they are
gross.
Disgusting.
There's an 80s movie it's just called Rats. Check it out.
No, don't.
You'll see all those methods.
The most gruesome way of torture and murder that I saw was the Romans, when they had these giant steel bowls and they would put people inside of them and then stick fire underneath them and just melt.
Cook them.
Yeah, just cook the people inside this huge oven thing.
What the
That-
fuck?
yeah, it's crazy. It's cool.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I saw them selling them at HEB as barbecue pits. I was like, dude, this is terrible.
That's awful.
There's another one too that they used on the witches during the Salem trials. It's called the thumb twist.
Oh, yeah.
And so like they would try to get confessions out of suspected witches, but they'd put their thumbs in these things and then they would twist it and it would just slowly break your thumb like 6 different spots until you basically admitted that you were a
And the
witch.
fucked up thing is that if you admitted you were a witch, which is what they wanted, you died anyway.
Yeah, They kill you
either
anyway.
burnt you or stoned you, like with giant plates of stone. They sat
Yeah.
on you and then sat on you and then sat on you till
Or-
they completely crushed you.
They bind you to a chair and they put you in a lake, and if you float, you are if you drown, then you're not a witch, and if you float, you are a witch. So if you float, then you're gonna die anyway. I mean, you drown either way, but at least they know. They're like, oh, she was a witch.
Oh,
like,
she wasn't. Darn.
yeah,
Next
darn.
one.
Guess
Next
she's
one, please.
Sorry, kids.
she was just pretty. That's all it was. We don't like pretty
You know, they had the
women.
whole village, kids, everybody watching.
Oh, yeah.
spectating, like, oh, this is so cool. This guy's about to get hung, or this chick's about to get caught on fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they didn't have
that was the
TV.
norm.
Which
They
is
didn't have TV.
It was
That's
Narc
true.
City back in the day.
It was, and like I think hanging to me is kind of the worst because when they drop you, your neck, like sometimes the necks don't break, and so you're basically just suffocating. But while that's happening and you're dying, you're basically shitting yourself. You're shitting and you're pissing yourself, and there's all these people watching.
That's what you're
and
worried about.
yes, that's awful. But don't look. That's like a big fear of mine. But also, they also recorded that there were dudes that would get boners while they were being
What?
hung. Yes, that's a real
I'd be
thing.
proud. I'd be,
Yeah, because you know, if you like cut off the circulation to your arm, you see your blood vessels start to pop
Yeah.
out. That's essentially almost the same thing with your head, but like usually your eyes and everything start to bulge out first. But yeah, some people would get so adrenaline they would get.
Is that
boners,
like?
Yeah.
Isn't that like an actual sex thing? Like some people.
Oh, yeah.
choke themselves.
it's asphyxiation.
That's how
Isn't that how Robin Williams
David
died?
Carradine died.
Didn't
Yeah.
Robin Williams die that way?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
I don't want to
Robin
know.
No.
We can talk about David Carradine though. He was definitely doing the autoerotic asphyxiation,
The
and
guy from
that's how he died.
Bongo.
Yeah, he was Bill from Kill Bill. And-
Oh.
Yeah.
They basically hang themselves and jack off, and then like when you're almost dead and you like bust a nut at the same time, it's supposed to be some euphoric,
Yeah,
like
super amazing.
super
Like
awesome
how
nut.
euphoric could it be though? I mean, I would not
Well,
want
Oh.
to get
it's
to
the
that
shit,
point.
because those dudes did it all the time. And then
well,
they held out way too long on their last one.
Oh no.
just one more
Man, this is
minute.
taking forever. Oh. Wasn't fast enough. Sam.
Oh man.
And if there is a hell, I think that's how he would be spending his time in hell, is just constantly being on the edge of coming and choking at the same time, but never getting to.
Worst.
Endless blue balls.
Endless. Oh no.
We got time for an ad real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. This episode is brought to you by Skellington Curiosities. Skellington Curiosities is the only curiosities and oddity shop in Waco, Texas, full of clothing, lingerie, accessories, oddities, and everyday curiosities. A spooky vibe, 365. Visit us online at skellingtoncuriosities.com. God damn it, Sean. That is the nastiest sound. I hate it.
What?
Gross.
Chew it in my
Gross.
ear. So speaking of blue balls, what kind of porn do you watch? Since we haven't asked you that yet.
Man, that's a hard one.
That's what she
I like hentai. I don't know. For some reason, I'm really into blowjob porn.
Blowjob porn.
See,
I
that's
feel like that would be boring.
that's the one part of porn where I'm like, okay, fast forward it.
Yes,
Like, I don't-
exactly.
Just
Me
like,
too.
I feel like
Causes more
during
penetration.
sex, I feel like during sex, guys are the ones who are like doing most of the effort. So like,
What?
getting to sit back and
Bro!
getting to sit back and watch a girl put in effort. I'm like, yeah, dude, like fucking right. Like,
Wow.
Garza's wife's at home right now.
until you get back.
See some effort when you get home.
It's so boring to me. I'm like, oh, great. Awesome. She's sucking his dick. Let's move on now. Let's go.
It's intimate. It's an intimate thing.
It is not intimate.
I mean, it depends on how she does it. I mean, is she twirling her tongue? I mean, is she just the tip? Like, what? It depends. You know?
How intimate can it be when a dude's go-to insult is suck my cock? Like, that's not that intimate to me anyway.
Yeah.
That's just me. But anyway.
I don't think I've ever told anybody that besides the chick.
Oh, I've said it, and I don't even have a dick.
Now it's on the internet. Are you from Waco?
I am not. I'm actually from a small town outside of San Antonio called Kerrville. Really small. Like,
How many stoplights? More than 3?
yeah.
Bigger than Jordan's?
Like 12.
I think they have 4
She
now.
said.
Like, where are you from? Eden?
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Wow, that sounds terrible.
It's pretty terrible.
Buffalo.
Still pretty terrible.
Oh, ours is pretty bad. Okay, so it started off in like the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s as a retirement town. It was like Florida. That's where all the old people went to retire because it was just beautiful.
Until they all
hill country
died.
And they became a ghost town.
everywhere. Now it's a rehab town.
Oh.
So there's just like schizos and like drugged up people
no.
relapsing everywhere.
Just
And like,
dudes walking around with banana bread and fucking flyers all the time.
Oh, yeah.
no, dude, like not even. They don't even care about shit like that. Like they won't even try to make the effort, bro. Like they'll just straight
Yeah.
up go and rob you and just like leave. Like, yeah.
Note to self: don't ever go to Kerrville.
Be careful.
Yeah.
It's small, but it's dangerous.
I hate those little towns, man. Every
Yeah.
time, like, I try to go to California or I go somewhere, like, I'll be pulling through there late at night and there's just the one cop and he's just pulling over whoever fucking just happens to drive through that fucking town.
Yeah.
He's like, man, that's probably about the 6th one I got to get tonight. Pull
Yeah,
it
for
over.
real. Fill that quota.
Yeah.
Though,
Yeah.
from a karma perspective, I will thank the Waco PD. I've been pulled over at least 5 times this month and not received a ticket yet. So, you know.
I've only been pulled over once, and I'm not looking forward to it again.
Once in your life?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I can't even count how many times I've been pulled over.
Same.
I've been confronted by cops multiple times, but actually pulled over in a vehicle, yeah, no, they usually can't catch me.
He
There
runs.
you go.
I got pulled over twice in the same month one time. That was a really shitty month. But
Did you
yeah,
get a
that was
ticket
fun.
both times?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't talk your way out of it? How am I talking my way out of these things?
I do not have the personality or even like a nice enough face to be like, oh no, I'm so sorry. Like I'm just running late. Can you not? Like, no. They'd be like, bitch, what? Stop.
You just be like, I was fiddling with my shirt. My nipples
I
are so hot.
was so hot. No.
Have y'all seen that one with that chunky guy, and he gets pulled over, he takes his shirt off, he's like this, like making moves, and the officer's like, you can go.
See, it works.
Or the one where that lady gets pulled over, and she's like, oh, I thought y'all didn't give pretty girls tickets. He's like, we don't. Hands her the ticket.
Oh.
Savage.
That would be me. That would
Ouch.
be me.
I'm actually very thankful that I don't have any family members, like close family members, in like the police or anything like that, because they would fuck with me so hard. Have y'all seen that video where the chick's brother pulls her over and he's a cop?
No.
She's like, can I see your license? Or he asks, can I see your license and everything? And just said, ma'am, I'm going to have to give you a ticket. Your license is out of date. It says you're 250 pounds. And like, I was like, dude, you just called your sister fat.
Jeez.
Her cousin's husband is a cop, and he tried to pull Jenna over. And
The
Jenna,
cop is my cousin, yes.
Yeah, and he tried to pull her over, and she kept going because she knew it was him. And he like got him into a pickle because he was like, pull over.
Yeah, on the fucking loudspeaker. She just keeps going.
And then like other cops are joining in, you know, because they're like,
You're making me
shit.
look bad.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to pull you over. If not, I'm going to have to pit maneuver you. Come on. Hope you got good insurance.
What brought you to Waco?
Actually, my dad did. My dad moved here a few years ago, and I really wasn't doing too well in life, and I just needed to get away from my hometown and all the craziness that was there, and came here and working for him at his shop. You know, was like, fuck it, I'll try my hand at being a mechanic. And because I mean, I've worked in almost any and every industry that I can think of, just about, like, other than like porn and shit like that. Like, I mean, I've been in roofing, flooring, carpeting, construction, like all bases of that. I've been in every restaurant you can think of, authentic Chinese restaurants making handmade noodles, like sushi. I've dabbled in just about everything: fried chicken places, burger places, soul food places, random country kitchen places that people brought from, you know, like different areas of the world or something. Like, oh, I love food. I'm a culinary artist.
Oh,
We'll call it, yeah.
So you cook a lot at home?
I actually don't. I don't.
It's like the mechanic's car that's always broken.
Yeah.
It's broken. Like, man, you do it for a living. You don't want to go home and do the same shit that you just did all day.
Yeah.
Well, that's just bullshit.
I mean, on special occasions, yeah, I'll throw down for everybody. Like, I'd love
That makes sense, though.
I actually got accepted to Le Cordon Bleu, which is like the most prestigious school in the world. It's based out of Italy. It's a culinary art school.
Wow.
Only problem is it was like $60,000 a semester, and I was
Ouch.
like, oh no, I come from a broke family. I appreciate it, guys, but,
That's crazy.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm from Kerrville, so
I don't know who y'all contacted, but I don't think you got the right guy.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. Such a waste.
Yeah, they sent me paperwork and everything. I was like, man, like 4 years, $60,000 a semester. That's like, man,
That's like
dude, like, I'm not getting no
$500,000.
loans for this. my grandkids will be paying for this.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody makes it.
Crazy.
So are you still working for your dad?
I'm not.
You're not.
I haven't been working for him in a little over a year now. I quit last July. I was trying to move on to bigger and better things. I got offered a job opportunity. The people that I got offered a job opportunity from were not great people. They were fixing to open up a second business, and I was supposed to go own and operate the second business. And the day that I quit my dad's job, the next day I went to go work for them. And the first business that they haven't been paying rent and everything. They've been neglecting rent, their bills and stuff. So they just
Yep, they opened another one?
Yeah, they just went and took all their stuff from that shop and brought it to this cheaper one. Because the lady was an asshole that they were renting from. She was really rude, like, all the time, no matter what. Like, we'd have people coming up asking us questions about the place, and they wouldn't even be actual customers, but they'd be smoking a cigarette or something. She's like, they can't be on this premise right here, smoking a cigarette right here. It's like, first, they're not anywhere near an entrance, okay? And, like, second of all, like, this is our business. Like, I understand this is your property, but this is our business. If a customer wants to come up and they're smoking on the edge of the property or just, like, on the sidewalk right here, they should be able to do so.
Yeah, it's a free country.
But
outside of the walls of the building.
So yeah, they ended up canning the first business and getting the second one. And whenever I got there, they were like, "Oh yeah, so yeah, we don't have the other place anymore, and you're back to ground one. Like you're not gonna be no kind of shift leader, manager, nothing. Like you're nothing now. Like today's your first day, all over again." I was like,
What the fuck?
y'all have a good one. And I went and partied my ass off for a week for fucking 4th of July.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are you doing now?
Currently I'm daddy daycare at the house.
Aw.
Yeah, I got pretty sick back in like November, December. Found out that I was highly allergic to caffeine. And
That sucks.
That is an awful thing to be allergic to.
develop that out of nowhere. I mean, I've been drinking sodas, tea. Now I can't have sodas, teas. I can't have like certain bubble gums, certain desserts and stuff.
Wow.
I can't even have certain medicines because it has caffeine in it.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
it's really crazy. And then while I was in the hospital, I was in really bad pain. They injected me with morphine. Found out right there I was allergic to morphine.
Oh, shit.
no. That's
Almost.
the worst.
What happens when you're allergic to morphine?
They hurry up and run and go get something else and inject it to you. And
Like an EpiPen,
yeah,
right?
Almost, but like I
Yeah.
was so worried that they were gonna like fucking stab it in my heart like you're supposed to do with an EpiPen because like once your heart delivers it to everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I don't know. I got stabbed in the thigh with an EpiPen. That was
Oh.
awesome.
Well, yeah, they said
Shout
to do
out
it
to
either
Oscar.
in fatty areas or just like directly in your chest, like Pulp Fiction,
Yeah.
where you got it right in the chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to do that with an EpiPen because it's just straight adrenaline and get your heart going to push all that out of your body. And yeah, that was not fun.
That's how I found out I was allergic to penicillin. They gave me I think I was like in the 10th grade and I had tonsillitis. They gave me amoxicillin and I went home and took it. And then within like a minute, my skin started breaking out and my airway started closing. And so like my mom rushed me to the doctor's office and they stabbed me with an EpiPen. And then I was like this for the rest of the day. I was like, woo! Yeah. Yeah, that was not fun. But finding out you're allergic to a medicine after you've taken it,
Oh man.
that's a good soup.
See, and that's the thing, though. Like, I used to experiment with pills and stuff a lot when I was younger, like in my early 20s. So, like, I'd pop morphine before. So I was like, "What do you mean I'm allergic to it?" Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, like you're allergic to it. Like, we just had to pump you back out
that
because no, it was the one on the table.
Oh, okay.
We just had to pump it back out of you because you were allergic. Because like as soon as he put it in and I felt it hit my veins, all I felt was fire. And then like
Yeah.
my arm started cramping and like it was just really intensely scary. I'm like, dude, there's something wrong. Like it burns. It feels like there's fucking lava in my arm. And he's like, oh my god, are you allergic to anything? I was like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I shouldn't be allergic to morphine. And he's like, let me give you this. And he gave me something. He's like, how are you feeling now? I was like, man, it's going away. I'm starting to feel better. He's like, yeah, dude, you're allergic for, like, I didn't even have a little bit in your arm and you were fucking yanking and flipping out. And
Oh man.
Morphine's no joke, man. They hit me. I told
not.
that story before. They hit me
Yeah.
at the hospital and almost OD'd me on fucking morphine. And then they gave it to me to heal. I called it time traveling because I'd wake up at 8:30 and I had a few of my friends with me and when my leg was shattered. And then I'd pop that morphine and they were giving me like major, because they couldn't do the surgery on my leg for 3 months.
Yeah.
So the swelling got to a point where they could do the surgery.
yeah.
And they're giving me these high milligram doses of morphine, and I would take it at 8:30 in the morning. And like I remember Adam and a few of my other friends were there, and we'd be playing video games. And then I'd blink, and then I'd wake up, and it's 6:30 at night. I'm on the side of the couch, or I'm on the floor, or I'm just wherever, you know.
Wherever you could get to with
But
your
it-
leg
but
being
it was
fucked
just like
up.
this,
Yeah.
you know, like I'd be playing fucking Smash Brothers or whatever, and then it's like I'm like, what?
See, I don't like feeling like that. I don't like taking something that makes me like miss time. Like Vicodin does that to me. It knocks me out, and yeah, I don't like waking up being like, what day is it? What time is it? I don't like that.
See, but now that they found out I'm allergic to morphine, my only alternative is fentanyl. And I'm like, whoa, dude, there's
I've
been
had
a
two
lot of
friends
people
die from
dying
fentanyl.
from this.
Yeah.
They're just gonna pump me full of it. They're like, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
What do you mean? Isn't that more
Jesus.
dangerous?
Yeah.
But it's been a rough year.
But at least
But-
they found out what it was, right? It's
Yes.
caffeine.
Yeah.
Caffeine thing.
And
And you felt better since you stopped fucking with
yes,
caffeine.
That's
definitely. And like for the longest time, like we couldn't figure out what was wrong. I'm like, they're like, oh, just drink some tea or something and see if you'll feel all right. I'm sitting there
Drink
drinking
some
tea,
tea.
and then like I thought it was food. Like I went fucking vegan, man. Like I
Yeah.
thought it was something in the food, like preservatives or I don't know. They're like,
Yeah.
well, what if you're allergic to gluten or something? I was like, fuck, I'm not a doctor. Like, don't ask
That's
me.
why I'm
It's
here.
like, I've never been allergic to any of this stuff before or nothing. Everybody's like, I don't know. You kind of sound like you have diabetes. I'm like, well, what is
Diabetes?
it? Like, I was going to a urologist. I'm supposed to start seeing a gastrologist because I've been having like bad stomach problems and stuff. Ate at Cece's like a month ago and had to go to the hospital for it because I don't know, like I had this huge pocket of gas that tried to explode out of my stomach, man.
Oh my God.
The only thing they told me was, oh, well, you just got to try to drink some water and help that stuff pass. But all we can do is just give you some fentanyl for your pain.
Oh my
They shot me up
god.
twice within like 3 hours. And I'm like, okay, I think I want to go home now. Y'all said it's not an emergency. Like,
Yeah.
y'all can't do nothing for me. I don't like getting poked with that shit, dude. Like,
Fentanyl.
yeah, can you stop hitting me with this fentanyl? Like, it's not.
Well,
it's not enjoyable.
Not only that, but it's highly addictive. It's very addictive. Like, I feel like that's a very poor substitute. Of course, if you're in major pain, there's not really.
Yeah.
You can't do anything with ibuprofen. Like, that shit's not gonna work.
Ever since they put me on fentanyl, I've had anxiety problems, and
Yeah.
I've never had anxiety problems my whole life.
That
And,
makes
like,
sense.
It was getting bad. I returned back to the emergency room. I'm like, dude, I think I'm having a freaking heart attack. Like, it hurts, man. My eyes twitching and shit. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. Like, dude, just calm down, breathe. I'm like, I'd calm. I'm sitting there looking at stuff in the hospital, and they're like, okay, yeah, you're just anxiety. It's okay.
You're just on fentanyl.
Yeah.
Damn,
it's just
that
after
sucks.
effects, you know, because
Crazy.
you're tweaking for it, I guess.
We got time for another ad.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by Mod Ministry. Mod Ministry merch creates for the edgy woman, the kind of woman who works hard but plays much harder, who embraces femininity but tests the societal limits. We are not for the faint of heart. We are bold. We are beautiful. Check out Mod Ministry Etsy page for handmade lingerie. 5-star rated seller since 2014.
Boom. All right, it's getting towards the midnight hour. Do we got some shout outs?
Yes. Shout out to you guys for throwing an amazing Halloween ball. That was awesome. That was such a fun time. We should do it there every time because that was badass.
Yeah, Brotherwell. Shout out to Brotherwell.
Yeah,
Brewing.
shout out to Brotherwell. That
Beer
was amazing. Yeah. And shout out to Tiffany at Star Inc. for doing my septum. She was super nice.
So cute.
Yeah, and I was real nervous, but she made it fun, as fun as you can have with somebody stabbing a needle through your nose. But yeah, so
Nice. Yeah, shout out to everybody that did all the shit we did last month. There's a lot of shit.
October
lot
was
of shit.
bonkers.
The market, the
yeah.
Halloween party, everything.
I've probably
Yeah.
slept maybe like 20 hours that whole fucking month.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Y'all
No.
were pretty busy. Y'all just
Yeah.
moved into a new house and stuff.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
And we gutted the fucking house. So it was like,
Yeah. That was probably not the smartest idea.
yeah, but
But you're making it your own.
Yeah. It'll be nice when it's done in like a year.
We made a lot of progress.
We did. I'm just saying. Yeah. Shout out to Halloween. I miss you already.
I know. Gone too soon.
363 more days. Or 62.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out to fentanyl.
Shout out to fentanyl. Hey,
Caffeine.
works for 5 minutes, and then the rest of your life, you're like, I need it.
And his relaxing wife or whatever. Who likes to relax.
Did y'all happen to see the knife that I gave John when I got here?
No.
Yeah, I gave him a pretty cool knife.
Oh, that's cool.
John Gotti.
It's got a window basher on it, a seatbelt cutter, and then it's got like a really awesome like scarecrow with a scythe and stuff on it.
What?
Wow.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Cool.
I was like, dude, I've given Sean, Kylie, everybody else stuff. I was like, John, I need to give you something. I'm gonna hook you
I
up with
just-
something.
I have a request. If you ever find a very ornate, cute little knife, I want one because mine got taken at the airport because I forgot it was in my purse. So I need another knife to have because I'm not like one to carry a gun or anything. So like a cute little knife.
A cute one.
A
We
cute
sell
one.
crystal
I've got some-
knives.
I've got some really awesome knives.
I mean, I guess that could work.
My mom
Made
bought
out
me
of
one.
cords.
It's supposed to go on a keychain. And it's about this big.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's got like a stone and wood handle with a silver plated ends on it, and it's really cool. It's
That's cool.
I keep it in this little box it came in and stuff.
Aw.
Yeah, I don't carry that thing anywhere. It's too small. I'll leave
Yeah.
it.
That's awesome.
I carry a butterfly knife and a fucking 9mm.
Wow.
I'd be too cocky with a gun. I'd be pulling it out on everybody. I'd just stick with the knives and sit there and flash,
We gotta deal with all kinds of shit. So.
Yeah.
People assume that just because I carry knives that I have like a felony or something that restricts me from carrying a gun. I'm like, no, dude. I don't feel like killing somebody today. Like,
You'll stab them, but not
oh, yeah.
kill
Like,
them.
I mean, because if I'm gonna get into an altercation with somebody, like one, I'm gonna try to beat you up. If I feel like you're like threatening my life, and like not just trying to throw hands and walk away, oh yeah, dude, like I'll pull something out and I'll skin you alive, like fast. Like
Yeah.
I've been collecting knives since I was 13. I've had all kinds of swords, axes, knives, halberd. I mean, I've had it all. And I don't think I have a favorite. I think honestly, my favorite is a machete. Can't go wrong with that.
Oh, that'll fuck someone up real quick.
I've got one sitting right between the center console and the passenger seat.
There you go.
Very handy.
Shout
You
out
never
to
know when
Gerber.
you're gonna need a machete.
For real.
All right, guys. Well, until next time.
Bye.
We'll see ya.